Hi, everyone. Welcome to our first episode on the Think Aloud protocol, also known as TAP. Whether you're already familiar with it, find it confusing, or are completely new to the concept, this video is made for you. Here, you will learn about its definition, origins, applications, types, and processes, ultimately gaining a basic understanding of it. So, let's start. What is TAP? Before we delve into its definition, let's first set up a scenario. I created a small game similar to Flappy Bird by myself. I need to know its quality and whether it's enjoyable. But how can I determine its feasibility and gather feedback?
That's where the Think Aloud protocol comes in. It is a qualitative research method that asks participants to verbalize their thoughts, reactions, and emotions as they perform a task while interacting with a product or service, commonly known as user experience.
That's clear, but what else?
The tradition started in the 1930s with a German psychologist, Otto Seltz, who used the Think Aloud method to study creative reasoning processes. Originating from psychological research, TAP has applications in educational research on cognitive processes and for knowledge acquisition in building knowledge-based computer systems. It was subsequently introduced into human-computer interaction to evaluate user interaction experiences. It is widely used in usability research to collect users' reports of the experience of interacting with a design, so that usability evaluators can find the underlying usability problems.
Then we also need to know about its types, right?
Exactly. Remember to determine which type you will use before conducting the test. There are two main types of TAP: Concurrent Think Aloud, CTA, and Retrospective Think Aloud, RTA. CTA involves participants verbalizing their thoughts while performing a task, whereas RTA involves verbalizing thoughts after the task, often while watching a video replay of their actions. CTA also comprises two types: the traditional Think Aloud protocol and the speech communication protocol. The difference between them is that the latter has more response and interaction between participants and observers. The specific differences will be explained in other episodes. RTA is easy to understand, so we'll focus more on the concurrent type.
But how to do that?
Let's return to our initial problem.
If I want to test the feasibility of my game and gather feedback, I will need to follow the 4 steps of the concurrent Think Aloud protocol. Step 1. Sample participants purposefully. The sampling for the Think Aloud method should be purposeful to obtain a sample that reveals all the dimensions of the phenomenon under investigation. It is advisable to refrain from including domain experts as participants, as their expertise in the task may result in incomplete verbalizations. So in my TAP, I chose one of my friends who is articulate and very familiar with the game. Step 2. Participants perform the task of interest, while simultaneously verbalizing their thoughts, not just actions. First, ensure a quiet and controlled task setting. When preparing the setting for Think Aloud sessions, it is necessary to provide a quiet, soundproof environment and comfortable seating to think aloud naturally. Second, the observer must position themselves at a suitable distance behind the participant to avoid distracting them, but close enough to hear their verbalizations. Step 3. Observe participant as they perform tasks. Think Aloud verbalizations must be recorded with an audio or video recorder and can be supplemented with note-taking. Recording methods can be determined based on the participant's consent.
Is that okay?
Okay.
Step 4. As needed, prompt participants to keep talking, might become absorbed in a task and trail off.
Just keep describing what you are thinking.
Alright, in this episode, we have discussed the Think Aloud protocol's definition, origins, applications, types, and processes. I hope you have equipped yourself with a basic understanding of it. If you want to delve deeper, here are some resources for further learning. Thanks for joining us.